Wednesday family.
All right.
As always, super excited to be here with you guys tonight.
My bad, my lady.
Good, babe.
But yeah, we definitely want to go ahead and let the music play before we, because we might have to cut this out. Got to learn the copyright rules as far as it goes to the music, but
Yeah,
love to play music at the beginning of every episode.
definitely. Gotta set the vibe for sure.
For sure.
How y'all feeling?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm blessed to be here, as always. How are you?
I'm feeling great. And before we get into the call, as y'all can see, I got on my Ravens jersey. Yep, and I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Okay.
Yeah.
NFL is rigged. And I'm serious. And I'm telling you, that's not coming from
No
a sore
cap.
loser. That's just coming from like
Facts though.
I am a sore loser, but especially only if it's real. But that was just unacceptable. We could go on for days about how rigged the NFL is.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was rigged in our favor, but it wasn't. So that makes me even more upset. But
Well, you know what they say, somebody gotta lose, right?
that is true. I mean, we can all agree the Ravens had a better roster. We were overall better team. We beat the Chiefs the last time we played with them. They were actually a better team than them. We got better, they got worse, and they beat us on our home. We didn't run the ball. I could get into that all day, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's not what we're here for. But I did bring that to say this, fellas, y'all, if y'all at the sound of my voice, I want you to know that we spend a lot of time, energy, money on these sports, right? And we know everybody's stats, everybody's wins and losses, everybody's contracts, but we need to be focusing on our own contracts. We need to be focusing on our own business, our own money. And as I understand it, it's entertainment, man. It's entertainment. There's no integrity in these sports, man. It has everything to do with money. And I'm not here to crush anybody's dreams or anything. But realistically, if we're not in the league, or we ain't got a kid in the league, or a family member in the league that we support, you're fans of these people. But realistically, like, do they care about us? Do they even know us? You know what I'm saying?
Not
So, it's time we put that
Yeah.
same energy back into ourselves. I mean, it makes no sense to have decreasing health, decreasing finances, decreasing relationships, and unhappiness, and you rooting for a team. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get, as a people, to get out of the bench, get out of the bleachers, and get in the game.
In the game.
You feel me?
I love that.
And that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? With the Lab Pro Fit Club. So those of you first time watching, first of all, thank you for your time. If it's your very first time, smash that subscribe button so that you can make sure that you get all the notifications every single Wednesday as we come live, or if we just post a pre-recorded piece of content. But if you're first time watching, I'm Raymond, the co-founder of the Lab Pro Fit Club, and this is...
I'm Trishana, and I'm the founder of the Lab Pro Fit Club.
All right, and so the Lab Pro Fit Club is it's a holistic community for fitness, education, health, information, tips, tricks, nutrition, all the things you can think of. We're a one-stop shop for that. We want to be your go-to source for news, for information, for events when it comes to health, and we got a ton of things coming for you guys in 2024.
Oh yeah!
So excited for what's coming.
Excited.
But we do this call specifically every week, just to bring value.
Yeah.
One, just to make you guys aware of who we are. If this is your first time watching, we thank you. If you have been watching previously, we also thank you. Your attention is the most valuable thing that you have, and we do not take that for granted.
Absolutely.
So we want to continue to bring as much value as consistently as we possibly can. So with that being said, today's the last day of the month. All right, and this is very... I think we have a great strategic position right now at the Lab Pro Fit Club, being that a lot of people had New Year's resolutions, and a lot of fitness trainers and a lot of gyms, they took advantage of people's excitement to start a new year, but 90% of resolutions never actually get solved. And when we dig into why that is, it's because people get excited, but there's no commitment. Right, and commitment is doing what you said you were going to do, even when the emotion that you said it in is far past you, far gone. Right.
Yeah.
So to speak to that today, guys, y'all can see I got my brace on. Right. I looked at the Step Into Better Health Challenge, and I was 5 miles shy of beating it. All right, and it was my rest day. Today was not my gym day, and I've been going hard the last couple of days. I did not want to go. But I had to give you guys these 5 miles, and trust me, I paid for it. Really, I paid for it because I took all month to do it. All right, but for those of you who, if your first time watching this, the Lab Pro Fit Club, what we do is we provide virtual challenges for people, for any just regular everyday people, to incentivize you to be healthy, to be sedentary, to not be sedentary, to be healthy, to get moving, to move your body. So the Step into Better Health Challenge is all about people walking, running, using the treadmill, whatever the case may be. But you log all your miles, and we actually going to incentivize you for being healthy, being fit. The information is all in the description below. You can download the Lab Pro Fit Club app today to get access to the Step into Better Health Challenge. All right, but it's a lot of people who've been successful there. I'm going to be reaching out to you people tomorrow up until Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to get this out before we get into the value of the call. This Sunday at 5 p.m. We know we told you guys on the last call that we were going to do our accountability calls at 5 o'clock every Friday, but this Sunday we're doing the very first one at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so lock up your free schedules, free calendars. We got a ton of value that we're going to be bringing there. We're going to be doing some giveaways, some fun stuff, but most importantly, we're going to be having a conversation, individual, personal conversations with those of you who are really serious about transforming your lives, health-wise, physically, in 2024 and beyond. Make sure to be available. Make sure to be ready. If you download the Lab Pro Fit Club app, you will receive an email at the time of the call, as well as the morning of the call. So definitely go ahead and download the Lab Pro Fit Club app. So today we really just want to give you guys an overview of where we are. We want to take you guys from the beginning, and even before I was a part of Lab Pro Fit Club. Trishana can just kind of tell you guys where this all started, so you guys can get an idea of where we're coming from, so you have a better idea of where we're headed.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on tonight. As always, I just have to take some time to express my gratitude, man. I've seen the lab grow tremendously from February 2022 up until today, and we're January 31st, 2024. So it's been a great journey so far. I appreciate all of our supporters, all of our members, all of our future members. Cannot wait to just start this journey and continue this journey with you all. The Lab Pro Fit Club, again, like Raymond said, is a fitness community, right? And what we want to bring is accountability. We want to bring discipline, dedication, nutrition, all of the like, right? But when I think about the Lab Pro Fit Club and just its infant days, I remember training on Zoom. I remember having about 5 to 10 females. I want to give actually a special shout out to those females: Diamond, Dejan, Miss Charmaine, Charlene. Who else we got? Leah, Jen. Who else? Goodness. Maddie, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Kamora. Shout out to Rashida. Shout out to Teresa. All of you guys who have just been with me from day one. On those Zoom calls, getting in those workouts. And I mean, we were doing these workouts like every single day. Like we were clocking in every single day, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We were on Zoom and we were getting it in. And it just reminded me that there's just so much more room left, to impact and to grow. And it's been an amazing journey so far, very humbling experience. Like I said on a few episodes back, starting out the lab, really just looking for a community. Remember just being in the gym, not really knowing what I was doing. Up until now, just to see the growth is just really inspiring, and it just really pushes me to just keep going and to just keep giving it my best foot forward. I really want to know what questions do you have for me? In terms of anybody watching, what questions do you guys have for me when it comes to the lab or my journey? And we can just kind of start the conversation from there.
All right. If you have questions watching this video, go ahead and drop them in the chat. We'll make videos. We'll make content around these questions. We do want to know. We do have some questions that we'll address today that we have received. But today, the reason why I want to try to kind of tell you guys, where she started, I just want you guys to have a full understanding that this company has been on a ascension, and it's going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to innovate. We're going to bring on new partnerships, and we're already in the mix of that. Don't want to spread too much. You guys will hear more in February, but we do have some announcements about some physical events that we're going to be having in the DMV area coming up this month. and a lot of other things that are in place. But just subscribe so you can stay
Up to date
up to date with everything
for sure.
that we have going on. So, real quick, let's take a break and give a segment to Ambrosia, one of our sponsor companies, and we are promoting this brand one because they are really a representation of perfection. This is plant-based protein here. All right, this is fast supplement, a fasting supplement here. I'm actually drinking it now, so we're gonna be teaching you
It's really,
guys
really
things
good, by the way.
about how to how to get control of your metabolism, right? How to get your metabolism actually working for you versus working against you, right? And fasting is one of the ways that you can do that. If you're overweight right now, or you just lack of discipline and you overeat like most people, this is a great supplement for you. You drink it, it makes you feel as if you've eaten. It tastes good, and again, you won't need to necessarily eat. Not to mention that it was going to save you some money on food that you're eating that you're probably wasting money on. All right, so these are all things that we're going to be bringing. Tons of resources. If you want uh, to get some more information about Ambrosia, again, you will want to subscribe. But also, just go to their website. The link will be in the description below. If you use the code RichMob, you will get a 10% discount. Go ahead and take full advantage of that if you're looking to start your strength training journey today, because that is what the topic is about, and this is why we have Ambrosia here
Sure.
today.
That's a perfect segue to our health disclaimer, actually. Before we do get into the call, we want to give you guys this disclaimer because it's very important to do your own research, of course, and to take not to take anything for granted. Make sure that you guys are being diligent and making informed choices based on your body type and uh, your makeup. So, information provided by the Lab Pro Fit Club, including but not limited to articles, blog posts, podcasts, all of our social media posts is for general informational purposes only. This content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek advice of your physician or other qualified health providers with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because it's something that you have read or heard on our platform. All right, furthermore, we are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences resulting from the use of any suggestions from our recipes, exercises, or any other information contained in our content, i.e., these supplements. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@thelaprofitness.com. And let's go ahead and hop into it.
All right. So today we're talking about strength training. This is huge. I'm excited to talk about it. I actually just got back into strength training this month. And guys, I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you, I hear it all the time with guys saying, I ain't trying to get big, and women saying the same thing. All right, realistically, you would have to train like Arnold Schwarzenegger to get big. All right, and most people are not going to do that. Strength training is not just about getting big. It's actually about gaining strength, right? And so you don't want to be weak in your older years. I'm not an old person, but I'm telling you right now, it is harder to recover when you're older than it is when you're weak and when you're younger. And so when you fall, or they actually attribute muscle to longevity of life, because when you get injured at an older age, the likelihood of you recovering, your bones are weaker, your energy is lower, is not there. So regardless of what age you are, there's a good chance that if you're watching this video, that if you're not strength training, that it is in your best interest. And so this is why we created the Lift and Build Boot Camp. All right, it's a 52-week interactive, collaborative, a community-driven challenge where we give cash prizes and awards to our people each month for their transformation, for hitting their goals. So if you want to be a part of that, download the Lab Pro Fit Club app. We have a couple different options for memberships that you could choose from. We have a monthly subscription that's $16 a month. All right, and then we have a yearly subscription that's $147 a month. There's a discount there. But we also have a bundle packet that you can purchase, which comes with branded merch, hoodies, t-shirt, water bottles, a gym bag. We'll have all this stuff available for you guys to see on the very next episode of Lab Pro Wellness Wednesdays. But we got to get into strength training. So this is going to be huge. And so for those of you who've already been with us, shout out to Tavon, shout out to Dejan, shout out to Trayvon, who's already worked out with us in January. Shout out to Uncle G. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to G Camp. Train for Greatness. These are several people that we've already worked out with in the month of January, and we plan to just keep multiplying that number
That's right.
month in and month out. So I want to tell you guys how I got into strength training because I think my story is pretty cool, and it's funny because I'm kind of in that situation right now. So I was in the ninth grade. I had moved to a school called Dorman High School. It was I moved to Dorman, Spartanburg, South Carolina, uh, in the eighth grade. So in the ninth grade, I go to this huge school, and if you guys know, southern schools are a lot bigger than city schools,
Yeah.
northern schools for sure. So this school is huge. I mean, we had a freshman campus. They had a freshman football team. There was a JV football team and a varsity team and a freshman team. So we had three football teams. Just imagine how big that school was, right? Huge. The freshmen, I didn't even see a sophomore, junior, or a senior at school because they had their own campus away from us. So some of the best athletes I ever been around, and it made sense because they were training like professional athletes like in the middle school. And I'll never forget some of them. Shout out some of them guys I can remember their name. Chavis Foggy. Shout out to Jarrell Ferrer. Shout out to Philip Miller. Who else can I think of? That's about it I can think of in my mind. But these guys were freakish athletes, strong as oxes. I'm talking about in high school, ninth grade. And so before I even got to meet them, I was new. My first day at the school, I'm in the gym. I'm probably overestimating, but not by much. There were probably thousands of people in the gym. Hundreds, at least over 500 kids in the gym, and this was one period of gym class. But there were several teachers, and so I'm looking at my class, and it's these little wimpy kids, including myself. I was a little wimpy kid too, and girls, and I'm just like, I don't want to be in this class. You know what I'm saying? This is phony. I'm looking at the other class, and there's a class with all athletes. They got muscles. They all look good. They all looking like they training and they about to go to the league. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get over this.
So I raised my hand and asked my teacher. I said, "Can I be in that class?" And she said, "No, that class is for the athletes." She asked me did I play a sport, and I didn't. And so I said, at the time, I was definitely a rebel. I literally left her class and just went over to the instructor, the athletic trainer of the other place, the other class, and I just tapped him on the shoulder and I said, I cannot remember his name, but if you guys know his name, shoot me a message, Chavis or dang man, it made me think of Will. Rest in peace, Will. Will was in that class too. Will Winwood, a great athlete, would have been in the NBA. But I asked him, I said, his name, he had a very raspy voice and he was cut up old man. And he looked at me, he looked down and he just laughed. And he said, "You want to be in this class?" And I promise you, I probably was 85 pounds in the ninth grade, maybe 90. And he said, "You want to be in this class?" And I said, "Yeah, man, I want to be in this." I was by far the smallest, by far the weakest, by far the tiniest kid in that class. But I was so excited about it. By the time that year had ended, I had put on some muscle. I had felt so much more confident in myself. And I had went from like barely being able to bench the bar to benching like 115 pounds in 1 year. And I give all the credit to just incredible teaching and accountability, community. Yeah. That's what we had in that class, and that is what we're looking to recreate here. You can't reach your goals by yourself. And I'm gonna just share this with you guys. Like if you want to do something big, don't do it for yourself, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna give up on yourself. We all listen to the little bitch, excuse my French, in our head when we have to do something for ourselves. But when we're motivated to do something for someone else, or we know that we have to hold our ends of the bargain, we're more inclined to do that. So this is why accountability is so important, and that is really what you're paying for when you be a part of this community. You're gonna get hands down. We're gonna ask you your goals. The community is gonna hold you to it, and we're gonna push you to be the best version of yourself. So strength training is huge. Confidence is everything. You want to be successful. How you look and how you feel, men, especially men. You can speak for the women, but for the men, how you feel and how you act is going to have a lot. Your confidence is going to play a big part in your success in other ventures. And you can't fake confidence. This is why I love the gym. Right? There's borrowed confidence that you can get by
just watching others.
Yeah,
being in the environment.
Yeah, your clothes and maybe some, if you make good money, that all that stuff is borrowed confidence. But when you earn the way you look, when you earn your health, when you earn being in great shape, and you reach your goals, your physical goals, there's a level of confidence that you get because nobody can help you or nobody can make you do that. These are decisions
Yeah.
that you make over and over again, which builds trust in yourself.
Mhm.
So why don't you tell your story? Like, how did you
Yeah.
get into strength training specifically?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, it's kind of like really been a part of my regimen, being an athlete in school, playing softball, basketball, flag football, kind of like, and I was, for the most part in my life, have been coached by guys. And so weightlifting and strength training has always just been a part of our routine. When we get blown out, at a basketball game, I just remember those suicides. We got to do push-ups. We got to do 10 million, bear crawls and jumping jacks. And so I think just being an athlete and just being getting introduced to that environment in middle school and high school, and then obviously going to college, I just kind of kept it up within my regimen. You spoke about um, the gym boosting your confidence. It did just that for me. I mean, I've honestly always been tall and skinny my whole life. I actually used to get bullied in school for being skinny. Get underhanded slick comments made about my weight, like, "Oh, you need to eat." And that really also played a role in me just wanting to look more stronger and feel more stronger. And so I just really incorporated, what I learned from playing sports, watching YouTube, watching social media, and really just wanting to incorporate it into my routine. And so it's really just become a lifestyle for me now.
I loved how you we got that in common. So that was, I mean, I got made fun of too, and I probably told this story before. And as a matter of fact, Miss Tiffany, if you can hear this, I'm coming for you.
Oh, uh oh,
But
Mister.
Miss Tiffany was my mom's friend, and she used to call me JJ, and it really used to burn my
Who
soul.
is JJ for
J,
those
all
who
right, for
watching and
those
may
who
not know?
JJ is JJ from Good Times with the bird chest, and that was me.
Mm,
And I refuse to
yeah.
go down like JJ. All my JJs out there, you feel me? We changing that, man. This
Yeah.
summer, that matter of fact, by summer, my goal is to take at least 10 skinny guys and transform their body so we can, you know, be on a boat, on a yacht somewhere with our shirts off or our shirt, you know what I'm saying? Our shirts,
Yeah, that's right.
open. You feel
Hmm.
me? Because
That's
you know,
right.
men should have chest, men should
Hmm.
have arms, men should be strong. You know what I'm saying? It's not the only sign of strength, physical
Yeah.
strength, but it is one, and it's one that we have the most control over.
Yeah.
So that's huge. So now we're gonna move a little bit further into the call. We're gonna talk about how it can actually help you with everyday activities. All right. So back in the day, our ancestors, they had to do a lot more than we have to do to survive, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was having a conversation yesterday. I'm doing a mini vlog series right now, and I was having this conversation with my friend Trayvon. Shout out to Trayvon, my brother. We were talking about how women have a way of making men weak. Technology has a way of making men weak, right? They make us weak. And I started reading more, and I found out obviously there's a lot more distractions that we have today with our phones and the
Hmm.
technology and all this other social media and everything. But it wasn't common for men to be single until they were well into their 30s, not even living with a woman, so that uh they could gain some level of self discipline and maturity. And
Hmm.
like, I'm not here to judge anybody or tell anybody how to live. I'm just saying now that we've become weaker as people because of all the resources and all the distractions and all the things. Right? Now you don't even have to walk to get your food or go to the store. You can literally DoorDash it and someone's
Yeah.
at your door in 30 minutes. Right?
Hmm.
You got microwavable meals. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often do you ever have to lift anything? Most of us don't walk, or we drive everywhere. So like, we are, as physically, we are weaker than we ever been, and
Yeah.
that may not seem like a big deal, but like, realistically, tough times make strong people, right?
Hmm.
Weak times make weak people. So if we look at us as a whole, we're not as a I don't want to just speak as a country, but as a people, are we healthier than we've ever been? Not really.
Hmm.
Because we have gotten weaker. So we need to do some things that actually go against that, and lifting weights, pushing yourself in the gym, lifting something heavy, just lifting something at all, doing something that causes some type of resistance in your life is only gonna have a positive benefit for you. We
Yeah.
also talked about metabolism. This is huge. These are one of the things we're going to be sharing with you guys on Sunday. So do not miss this call. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the things I learned from one of the healthiest families in our lifetime. That's they're still living. I think they have about 5 or 6 generations still living to this day. Um, Very healthy. They have a simple food system that we be actually taking some of their stuff and implementing it into some of the trainings that we're going to be doing. So make sure that you lock in Sunday at 5 o'clock to be on that call. But we also can talk about how strength training. There's mental health benefits to it,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
you want to.
Yeah, I can definitely elaborate on that. Just mentally, like having to withstand the pain of lifting weights. And my lab ladies and my lab lords, you guys know when you're doing the reps and that like the assets start building up and you just want to give up and you just like, it hurts so bad. And you keep going and you keep fighting through that pain. There's just a level of mental toughness that you get right away. You're just like, wow, I really just broke through that rep. And that's exactly what it does. That's exactly what being physically active, breaking your barriers, maybe beating your mile-and-a-half time, or reaching your PR, with a certain exercise is just that's exactly what you get from it. You get that trust that Raymond was talking about. You build that confidence, and you're like, okay, I can go even heavier. I can go even longer, and so I think that's really powerful. And you can relate that to really anything that you do in your life. And on the last episode, I was talking about consistency, which is truly the number one ingredient, and you have to keep showing up. Like you just have to keep doing it, even though it hurts, or even though you may be tired, or you may be lazy, and you be surprised that when you keep doing it and you keep showing up, how much easier it becomes, and how you can actually become in a flow state. And I talked about earlier, it becomes a part of your lifestyle. And so that's what we all really should be aiming towards, to get so good at something that we can develop that mental toughness that when we don't feel like it, or if it's hurting, we can keep going.
For sure, most definitely, and I like how you touched on that. Basically, the only thing I thought of when you were talking was how you do anything is how you
How
do
you do
everything.
everything.
So that
Yeah.
mental
Hmm.
push that you do when you're lifting the weights, like I got a rule now, and I got a rule that I applied it. I took from a business mentor and I applied it to fitness, and it's the rule of 100. Like when I go in the gym, I'm warming up with reps of 100. Whatever weight
Beast
I
mode.
start up, I'm 100 reps. Let's wake the
Yes.
body up.
Love it.
And you think 100 is big, but you realize your body, what you tell yourself is difficult is gonna be
It's going
challenging.
to
It's gonna be
be.
difficult. But
Yeah.
although it may be challenging, you'll see that you can do things that you might have thought that you couldn't do.
Hmm.
And right now, that's what I'm focused on, is just pushing myself past these little mental barriers that
Yep.
aren't really real, right? We can
Yeah.
see that we can do things that we never thought that we could do. I know
Hmm.
that I've already experienced that in strength training.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I can't
Same.
wait for some of you guys who've never done this before to come check us out. As a matter of fact, uh, speaking of which, we're getting ready to wrap this episode up. But we got a brand new website, still under construction. So if there's any issues, please let us know at the info at labprofitness.com. But right now you can go to the labprofitness.com. I want to just share with you guys what you guys can get, what you're going to get if you decide to be a part of the Lift and Build bundle. Those of you who are looking to gain weight or lose weight, if you're underweight or overweight and you don't even know, one of the first things you're going to be able to download from this app is um, our balanced weight worksheet. All right, and based on your height, we'll be able to tell you if you're overweight, underweight, and help you find that balanced number to have a physical goal to start going towards. Right,
Yeah.
because that number isn't everything, but it is a
Really
good
important.
milestone. It is a good place
Yeah.
to start guiding you in the right direction.
Yep.
All right, but the Lift and Build bundle includes yearly access to the Lab Pro Fit Club app. You're going to get access to our Lift and Build Bootcamp, as well as the Step into Better Health Challenge with all the benefits and perks and rewards that come with those two challenges. We're going to have weekly accountability calls. Uh, we have nutritional guidance from Shoshana, Dr. Nev, and many other experts who will be coming on throughout this 52 weeks. We have interactive journal where you're going to start by writing a letter to yourself about your health and fitness goals. I shared mine on the last episode, so if you didn't watch that, feel free to go ahead and check that out. You're also going to get workout playbook with workouts. We're going to let you actually be, play the maestro and build your own workouts. We're going to give you the workouts. We're going to give you the videos to show you exactly how to do workouts. And then on the back end, there will be accountability. There will be support. There will be answers for your questions. Everything that you need, we're going to make sure that we bring in this. We also have a detox course for those of you who are looking to just get some toxins out of your body, get a fresh start, especially bringing on the journey is a 21-day revitalized 21 detox course in there, featuring Dr. Nev. Tons of value in that course. We're giving that to you as a bonus for bundling, as well as Lift Lab Pro Fit Club branded merch. Here we have a Lab Pro Fit Club duffel bag, a gym bag, so that when you go to the gym, you have a bag to carry everything you need. You're gonna get a Lab Pro Fit Club T-shirt with our new branded logo. Shout out to Sam for recreating a new branded logo. You're also gonna get a hoodie, a notebook, a tea mug, and a water bottle. And this is all included with the membership. Again, this is priced at over $1,197 worth of value between the access to the app and everything I just named. But we're giving you guys that all for a year for $297 one time. We have multiple payment options on the website, so go to labprofitness.com and get your bundle today. All right. I'm Raymond. I am so excited to be your friend on this journey, to hold you accountable to your goals as you do the same for me. This is going to be a blessing and a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And I'm Trishana, founder, and I cannot wait to be your accountability partner, your nutritionista, and overall your lab family on this journey.
All right. That's all, and we'll see you guys in the lab.
Start wishing.
Start lifting.
Peace.